Hi, everyone. I always want to say hi, Flosstube, and you're not Flosstube. Hi, everyone. My name is Cynthia, the Intuitive Stitcher. Today is Monday, July 13th, 2026. This is Flosstube number 76. I have my notes over here, so I'm going to be looking over this way. Yeah, that's fine. I forgot the paper that I hold behind my projects so that you don't see you don't see me through the project. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, we're going to get started. I want to welcome new viewers, new subscribers, and thank you for watching my channel, and I hope that you like what you see. And thank you to my current subscribers and viewers who always come back. So I have I'm not using my old setup as far as where I have my camera. Well, it's my phone, the camera on my phone, because there was difficulty in hearing me last video from one of my subscribers. So I didn't get my microphone yet, but I will get one. It's pink, and it's fuzzy, it's pink. So I thought, well, I'm going to try a different setup where I'll talk louder and my phone is closer to me and not far away. So I hope this works. If anyone does have problems hearing me, please let me know. But like I said, next Flosstube I will have the microphone, and I'll try that if this does not work. So thank you for coming. I'm going to get into whips, but first of all, I want to show you my fully finished, not just finished, my fully finished project. And I did show you last time, but I didn't have it in a hoop. And this is Happy 4th of July Firework by Cross Stitching for Fun. Oops, sorry. I don't want to talk when I'm holding something up in front of me, because I think that might be a problem for my viewers to hear me. So this is the piece I'm going to show you. It is fully finished. I did it myself, so I'm actually a little proud of this. Do it this way. So I changed the colors. I actually used, I did use DMC thread. Red was 321, blue 820. So this is it. Happy 4th of July. I got my things at Michael's. This, just glued it on. And I got the bow at Michael's. So that is Happy 4th of July. I think it turned out cute. I like it. So, which gives me incentive to do more. I have quite a few finishes that need to be fully finished. So, gives me incentive to do more. All right, let's get into the Heaven and Earth designs that I am stitching on every week. So the first one I want to show you, I went to Grace Notes Stitching, and I did Grace Notes Fabrics Stitching. There were only 25 of us, and we got these in our little bag. So the pen came with these, and the center one, and the star. You just unscrew the top there, and then this was in our little bag too, and so I just put that on the bottom. So I thought it was cute. I love it. And I also saw she had patterns out for sale and different little things. And I saw this. So I bought one for me and one for my cousin. So it comes right out of here. It's a tiny scissor. Look at that. So, yeah, I thought that was so cute I couldn't pass it up. So the first Heaven and Earth that I worked on, I'm sorry for the glare. I gotta figure out what kind of glasses. If I didn't have my glasses on, you probably wouldn't even know me. So I have to figure out what to do about that. So I worked on Lily of the Valley Mini. This is her. I am stitching this on 16 count. It's an easy count grid. Zweigert. It is Ada. And I'm going to keep it in the hoop. So I did get some more done. I did work over here. And then I came down here a little bit. I like these magnets to hold my fabric and also my needle. Sorry, I keep going behind here that maybe you can't hear me. So this is where I am. Right in there. So I'll continue switching every week with my heids. The next haid that I worked on is a new one. It's called, oh, I needed to make a copy of the picture and I forgot. Whispers of Wishes. I wanted to make the photo larger. This is Whispers of Wishes right there. I am using the Easy Count Grid Lugana 25 count. I love the colors. I do love the colors. So on each one, I'm trying to get 200 stitches in 5 days because, well, I am working on other things as well. So I'm touching these and I'm happy about that. The next Heaven and Earth that I'm working on, this is a challenge for me because it's dark thread and I have to have really good lighting to do this. I have it's called sinusitis, so I'm going to cough from time to time. I do have water, but I don't like drinking water when I'm videoing. I am using the 25 count easy gridded fabric. That is Mini Dark Waters. It is a challenge, and because I use paper copies, I should probably put this on, I think it's called Markup. I have that as an app, and I have Pattern Keeper as an app. I should probably put it on one of those, Markup XP I think it is, and, excuse me, see what happens when I use that. So it's coming along, and you can see the different colors coming out. I'm going to come in close. So I did get quite a bit stitched, but it does take long because I have to really watch and make sure that I'm counting correctly, and which doesn't matter because it's all dark, but I just want it to be right. I'm not even looking at my notes. The next Heaven and Earth that I worked on is my Sweet Valentine. Isn't that pretty? I love that. This is also 25 count. I just started because when I started this, I was doing 2 threads over 1, and then I was doing 1 thread over 1. So I did cut the gridded fabric and I started again. So it's all purple. The blocks are 10 by 10, so it's 100 stitches in each block. So there we go. It's kind of like a new start, a third new start on the same project. But it's a pretty one too. Now, I'm still waiting for gridded fabric for 2 that I just got, and I'm hoping that it comes in by next week. So, because I want to work on these, this is the first one that I want to start. It's Amy's Sanctuary of Stitching. And the second one that I want to start, these were free patterns, is this one. It's called 1000 Goal in the Sewing Room. So I'm hoping that I get my gridded fabric, like I said, by next week, so that I can start one of these and then the other one the following week. Now, because I didn't rotate back to what I had stitched already as far as my Heaven and Earth design, so I did get out full coverage, because it was mentioned to me, a few people like this, and it was mentioned to me, well, it's full coverage just like a Heaven and Earth design, so why don't you add that to the list? And I will. This is called, it's Lemon Tree Needleworks Halloween 1, and this is the photo. It looks better like in person on paper. And I will show you where I am. Now it's still on the hoop. So I'm going across the top. I'm going over 120. I'm using 1 strand over 1. Let me put something up behind this because I can see through it. So it is dark on the top, so you're not going to see anything yet. Yeah, I'm at the top, so it's all dark. So when I get down in the middle, when I get down farther, then you're going to see the lighter floss. That is that one. I have quite a stack this time, which is probably good. Most times I don't have a lot. I don't remember showing this finished butterfly before. I was almost finished with it. This is Blue Rhapsody by Rosewood Manor. This is a photo of it. For this, I'm using DMC 793 and 341 on 28 count stash. And I'm not using the called for colors. These are the colors I chose. So the butterfly is finished. And I did some work. As you can see, let me fold this. I did do some work up here. I'll come close so you can see the butterfly. Very pretty. I'm happy that I did get the butterfly finished. I wanted to get that done. I hope that I don't sound terrible because I'm on a nasal spray, cough medicine, and Tylenol. And I'm much better than I was a couple days ago. So whatever the things that I'm taking is working. And then I got out Hands Across the Sea samplers, Bristol Orphanage sampler number 06. That is this one. Oops. Blowing in the wind. I have my fan on. Sorry about the glare, but if I take it out of the bag, everything will come out of the bag. So next Flosstube, when I work on the next letter, I will take it out. I actually need to, oh, the thing came off. And there it goes. There goes the pile. So the next letter that I'm going to be working on is the letter E. So let me show you what I've done. When I fold it so that it's what I'm stitching doesn't show. I did not get to iron because I'll explain later, but it feels like I've had a full-time job these last 2 weeks. And I will explain that. I haven't worked full-time in a long time, but I will explain what I've been doing besides stitching. I have the D, A, B, C, D. Now it looks like the A is farther away from the B, and I did look at that several times, and someone else did mention it, and we both looked at the pattern, and this is the way it is. So I got the D finished. So I will tell you what I'm using on this. I am using Stitch Me 40 count, and it's not too bad on my eyes, maybe because it's the color that I'm using. It's called Vanilla Latte, and I'm using DMC 321 red, which was called for DMC. The next thing I worked on is the round robin that I'm doing with friends of mine. We have 7 who are doing this red robin, and we have to complete hold on. We have to complete our first section on our piece. And when that's finished, then we're going to pass to the next person. What we're stitching is Quaker Gardens. Hello from Liz Matthews. This is it. And I have it in the hoop. I did not take it out, but I will now. I'm not very prepared because I've been away more than I've been home with my volunteer job, which is almost full-time right now. So let me show you what I have done. It's done all the way across. I should have known that was going to happen. Let's try it this way. I just wanted to get this done because I know I'm coming to you late. And I wanted to do my Flosstube, so it's not working. It's not working. Let's try this. Should have known that I was forgetting something. All right. That's it. And I can show you parts of it. It's easier to hold when it's in half. So I am using 28 count Lugana. A Star is Born is the name of the color, and it's from Grace Notes Fabrics. So the modeling on it is very light. It's not a heavy modeling. So you see that all that lighter color up here. And then I will turn it this way so you can see the rest. So right now, the last thing we need to do is this motif. Well, we've done everything, but the last thing that I'm working on now to finish is this motif, which is right here. We have till the end of July, and then we're going to pass it on. So when I was getting everything ready for this floss tube, and I pulled this out, I thought, oh my goodness, I need to get cracking on that and get it and start working on it and finish it, because it's the 13th today. I'll get it finished. I have 2 weeks. So that is that one. Now, my last giveaway, I did not hear from, this is for the hearts pattern. I did not hear from XEB. And that is the pattern. So XEB, if you're watching, please send me an email. My email address is in the description box. Send me an email and let me know that you've seen this with your physical address, and I will send this out to you. If I don't hear from you by the time I have my next floss tube, which is probably going to be in 2 to 3 weeks, I hope 2 weeks, then I will pass this on to someone else. I want to show you some new things that I have purchased. Flip my page. I did show you my fully finished project. So I want to show you the memorabilia that I got. It is The Lady of the Flag by Nora Corbett. This was available as well as the other patriotic memorabilia, and I chose this one, and I also did get the embellishments. The only thing I did not get is the fabric and the floss. So I know that some people do have this. There were 2 of them, Lady of the Flag, and I don't remember the other one right now. I'll remember it when I'm finished with my video. Some stitchers have started this on the 4th of July, but I'm going to wait. And I don't know when I'm going to start it, but I want to get my fabric and my floss, and then I will start it. Not sure when, but I'll let you know. My parents were very patriotic. My mother always wore like her red, white, and blue when it was Memorial Day. And sparkly. She loved her sparkly shirts. Holidays. And my dad was served in the Army. So maybe I will start this on one of their birthdays, which one is in August and one is in November. So I'll keep you posted. But I have to get my fabric and my floss for that one. I did buy some things. I bought, because I thought it was pretty. It's called America, New York Dreamer. And I'm going to stitch this one. I'm stitching this one. I did get the fabric for it. I did get what is called for, which is Country Mocha, 28 count. I have never stitched on Country Mocha, and I know that a lot of people do. So I will try that. I did not get my floss yet. It calls for 3 colors. DMC 221, which is red. It calls for DMC 322, which is the blue, and DMC white. I like B5200 when I'm stitching with white, so I'll probably use that. But I have different whites, and I'll hold them up to the blue and the red to see which one would look best. I also bought, it's called Easter Patch by Erin Elizabeth, because I have 2 fully finished Easter projects, and I thought this was cute, and I do want another one because I only have 2. I think it's so pretty, but I don't think that I'm going to use the different colors there and there. I think I'm going to use all yellow and all teal, and then the white bunny tail. I don't know. I have to decide. I have a while, and I'm going to look through my stash for fabric. So, and then from somebody else's stash, I got Dimensions. I couldn't pass this up. Well, I couldn't leave it there. It's called Pansy Profusion by Dimensions. And all of the floss is there, and the fabric is also there. Do you know what this is? I think it's stamped. It's printed 16 count Dove Gray Ada. So that's something new for me. But like I said, I couldn't pass it up. I couldn't leave it there. Nobody was taking it. So I thought I have to get that. So I want to get into some, oh, here's another pattern. This is from, it's called Quilt Star Kitty, and it's designed by Karen Gillespie, Gillespie. Karen is a member of the Facebook group Kitty and Me Designs, and she does a lot of stitching, and she actually designed this. And she had used 14 count white Ada. So I'm going to stitch this because I love my cats, my black cats. So, and I know I have 14 count Ada in my stash. That's what we used years ago. So I do have some left. I want to do 2 more giveaways. So the first giveaway that I have is Ellen Greenwood Sampler. That is this. And for this one, I'm going to ask you to just say number 1 in your comment. Just use the number 1 anywhere in your comment. The second giveaway that I have is also a sampler. It is Sheepish Antiques Chloe Lincoln sampler is this one. There's the Chloe Lincoln sampler. And you're just getting the pattern. I don't have fabric to go with it, and I don't have floss to go with it. You can choose what you want. And this will be number 2 in your comment, number 2 anywhere. I'm going to ask you to be 18 years of age or older because I do need to ask for your physical address, and that you don't say the word giveaway, prize in your comments. Otherwise, I would have to remove the comment, because it's my understanding that people who don't use the projects troll these videos and they try to win. I don't know what they do with the patterns. If they win, they probably sell them. And I want stitchers to have these patterns that I have as giveaways. So I think that's it. Just be 18 years of age and older, and do not use the word giveaway or prize. And then I will, write your names down and either spin the wheel, or sometimes I have my granddaughters pull a name, and we'll announce the winners next Flosstube. That's all I have for now. So if you want to listen to updates, you may. These are things that have been going on with me. If you're going to say goodbye, thank you for joining me, and I hope that you did like what you see. Feel free to comment, because I do read them all. If I don't, I do apologize. I usually catch it late, and I do apologize. So feel free to leave a comment. Animal shelter. Last 2 weeks, our manager came down with appendicitis, and during surgery, it ruptured. So she was very ill. She was in the hospital, I think, for 10 days because she had quite a bit going on that they had to take care of. She did develop pneumonia at one point. She did develop some kind of rash at another point, and she was just not well at all. So another volunteer and I were communicating back and forth, because there's a cat that needs to be medicated morning and night, and so we've been communicating and trying to do the best we can with knowing which volunteers come in during the week, and so we tried to keep everything together that way, which meant that I was there every day for the last 14 days. I think I missed 2 days because I knew that everything was under control. So she came back yesterday. She has a lifting restriction, so she only came in for a few hours, which was during our adoption hours. And she said she can fold laundry, she just can't carry anything. So she's going to be very careful, because they told her at the hospital if she wasn't careful, something could happen that she'd have to go back. So she's being very careful now for the next 3 weeks. So that's where I've been. And now she's going to come in the afternoons when no one's there, because she's worried if she comes in when the cleaning crews are there, she's going to start doing things. So, so she's only going to come in for a few hours in the afternoon. So that's where I've been. And so things should let up now for a little bit. My blood work that I had done, my thyroid was really off. It was below normal. My doctor, my endocrinologist, changed my prescription. That is now normal. So I'm very happy about that. I see my cardiologist on Thursday, and she did talk about giving me a different statin. And I'm afraid of the thyroid going haywire again. So if you know anything about statins and, high cholesterol, let me know. Send me an email, because I think I'm going to ask her if I can try a diet. I want her to give me a list. I know I can Google it, but I need the pep talk. Tell me what I can and cannot have. And we're going to try it that way. And I know exercise is a thing. I have just set up a walking pad. I bought a walking pad because I gave my treadmill to my daughter because it was a little bit too big for me to handle and move around. So I did get a walking pad. I started a little bit of that yesterday. I'll continue with that today. And it's very easy to move if I need to move it. And it doesn't weigh a lot. So we're going to try doing that. And that's it. Other than that, I've just been busy here and there with things. Not overly busy. I've been spending more time at home, which I always like. I always enjoy being at home. And that's about it. I can't think of anything else. So feel free, like I said, to leave a comment. I hope you hit the like button, that you like the video. And if you're not a subscriber, I hope that you subscribe. I've gone 41 minutes. Wow. That's long for me anyway. So let me know how everyone is doing, and I'll be back to you in probably, I'm hoping 2 weeks, no longer than 3 weeks. So I'm going to say goodbye for now and wish everyone a good week, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.